How long is left in the song?
There's what? 30 seconds left till it's on.
Okay, 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Perfect.
Yeah.
16. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Knights Hall on the campus of Bellarmine University for tonight's GLVC basketball matchup between the visiting 13 and 10 Illinois Springfield Prairie Stars, who are coached by Bill Walker in his 5th season as the coach of the Prairie Stars, and the 18 and 3 number 9 in the country Bellarmine Knights, who are coached by Scott Davenport, who is in his 14th season at Bellarmine. Hello again, everybody. I'm Gabe Smith alongside Patrick Lewis, and we're about 15 minutes away from tip-off, but we're going to get into our pregame show here for Bellarmine basketball. This is our first broadcast of the last couple of years. We're excited to be back on. We'll be covering a lot more Bellarmine sports over the coming months and into next year. And Patrick, but now for right now, we're going to get into this pregame show. Let's talk about these Knights. It's been a rough stretch for them in recent. It's one of the first times in recent history that we've seen the Knights on a losing streak, especially a 3-game losing streak. It's not been easy the last few games. The record-breaking streak here in Knights Hall ended 67 straight home wins. That one's gone. And to make matters worse, they lose 2 more on the road against the University of Indianapolis and Lewis. What's going on with these Knights right now?
Well, right now, Gabe, I think it's coming down to some leadership. You do have some injuries that are going along with the Bellarmine Knights. You did have Adam out for kind of those main games, and I think it comes down to those injuries that Bellarmine's been seeing. I know we had Corbet, who's out, and I know Ebenhard was out as well. So I think it comes down to some of these other players that are going to have to step up and kind of fill that leadership position, and to get these Knights going back on some wins, because they were suffering there for a while. But yeah, absolutely, it comes down definitely to the leadership.
Yeah, you mentioned it right there. The last couple of games, it's been really tough for the Knights, especially with their injury issues. Adam Eberhard was on limited minutes against the University of Indianapolis. Chavarsky Corbett had a rough game. He was injured, had to come out with 14 minutes left in that game. Bellarmine lost their number 1 rebounder. That was big down the stretch, excuse me. And then you also lose starter Daniel Remser. So tonight, Adam Eberhard's going to be playing. We got that update from Coach. Chavarsky, Corbett, and Ramsar are going to be out again. They're going to be out on Saturday as well. What are you looking for from these Knights with these injury problems? How is that going to affect them tonight?
Well, right off the bat, I think now that Adam is back in, I think that can really help the Knights kind of break this losing streak, because that is one of the best players in Division II basketball. And now that they have that leader back out on the court, I think that could allow the Knights to kind of get some confidence back into this game. But these injuries, you do have 2 of their starters that could be out for weeks. So I think definitely it comes down to the Knights just getting that confidence with those players being out, and then it's just a waiting game from there, and then just the Knights continuing to play their game.
Yeah, it definitely is going to be affecting this lineup here tonight against the Prairie Stars. That's going to bring us to our first break of the night, though. Coming up, you'll hear my sit-down with head coach of the Knights, Scott Davenport. We'll be right back here with the Bellarmine Basketball pregame show here on the BU Sports Network. Welcome back to Knights Hall here on the campus of Bellarmine University. I'm Gabe Smith alongside Patrick Lewis. We're getting closer and closer to tip-off of tonight's game between the Knights and the Prairie Stars. Right now we're going to take a look at Bellarmine's opponent tonight, the University of Illinois Springfield Prairie Stars. It's been a rough last couple games for Illinois Springfield. They've lost their last 4. They're now 6-7 in the GLVC. They were sitting pretty for a little bit. They were sitting at 6-3. They had a chance. They thought they might be able to get up there, win the conference, or make a run at it at least. But they've lost. They dropped their last 4. Their last game was a high-scoring shootout that ended up with the Prairie Stars losing 110-90 at William Jewell. And 90 is above average for that team, but they still score a lot of points, averaging about 78.4 every game this year. Yeah,
UIS is definitely stepping up with their points. They're putting points on the board, and that's really what could change this game. I know last year their record was 14-14, so they struggled last year, and they're kind of stepping up now after they got 7 new players this season. So definitely adding some new roster changes, and that could be a factor on why their points are going up, and I definitely think that'll definitely change this game.
And while this team does score a lot of points, they're averaging they're averaging giving up 76. It could be a tough night for them. This is a Bellarmine team that scores 83 a game. They're going to have to work hard on the defensive end tonight if they're going to stop these Knights.
Yeah, I definitely think it comes down to Bellarmine's defense. Their offense, as their past 3 games have showed, has been struggling. So it definitely, with UIS's offense stepping up, that Bellarmine is definitely going to need to be there and make those blocks and make those stops, because they do have some height on the team, and they could use that to their advantage. I know Davenport talked about using a 3-guard tactic this game, so that could really come into play as they go into this game.
And something we were just informed of right before we came on the air, Yohan Nelson, who is the Prairie Stars' leading scorer on the season, is going to be out tonight with an ankle injury. That's a big loss for this Prairie Stars team. How do you think that they're going to respond to that, not having him on the court?
Well, I think they're going to have some leadership that's going to have to step up and guide this team. I mean, Bellarmine is suffering also their own injuries, so it's definitely adding to the play of this game. But absolutely, I definitely think with him being out, that this offense is going to have to step up and put those points on the board as what they've been doing this season, and it's obviously working.
And I think we're going to definitely have to see some better play out of Andre Williams tonight. He's a guy that averages 12 points a game, 2.6 assists per game, too. I think he's going to have to have a big game here tonight if the Prairie Stars are going to come out with a win in this game. They have, over the last 10 years, they have never beaten Bellarmine. The Knights are 11-0 against this Prairie Star team, so that they come in here tonight wanting to win this game. They want to prove to everyone that they're here to compete. They had a rough season last year, finishing 500, no postseason tournament. But this year they're 13-10. They were 13-6 at one point. They're a pretty solid team. They're showing everyone around the country and in the GLVC that they're not here to mess around anymore, especially with their new coach with Bill Walker, who's taking some time to get this team going. But it's his 5th season. They're over 500. They're making strides, and I think this is a team that Bellarmine has to look out for tonight.
Yeah, I definitely think this could be the year that they could take on Bellarmine, because Bellarmine is on that 3 losing streak. So it definitely could be their chance. They've had a better season than they have last year. They were 14-14 last year, and now they're 13-10 like we discussed. So it definitely could be the year that UIS definitely steps up and tries to make some plays to attack these Bellarmine Knights.
And now, when you look at some keys for this game tonight, let's start with the Knights here at home. They're defending their home court. Last game, here in Louisville, they lost.
Brutal
their
loss.
67-game home winning streak against Southern Indiana.
Right.
That is a rough thing for them to go down with. I mean, this is a place that they, for the last couple years, some of these juniors and these sophomores and juniors have never lost here. That's an odd feeling to walk away.
It's been 4 years.
Yeah, it's an odd feeling to walk away with these guys. How are you looking for them to respond? What do you think needs to happen for the Knights if they're going to walk away with a win tonight?
Well, I think the Knights, it's definitely going to come down again to leadership, because last home game, Adam Ebbinghard, he had a little bit of difficulty playing with his back, and he was out for those away games, and that definitely influenced their playing. And now Adam Ebbinghard is back, so that could be the little boost that Bellarmine needs to give them this advantage here. And they are at home. I know the loss last time was very difficult for them, but I think they learned from that. I think they're going to step up here at home and show the people at Knights Hall what they're really made of.
And when you look at this Prairie Stars team, they're a team that's had some trouble recently, the 4-game losing streak. We know one of these teams' losing streaks is going to end tonight, either Bellarmine or UIS. Who are you looking for? I mean, Gawan Nelson is out. That's a really big loss from leading scorer.
Right.
Who are you looking for the Prairie Stars to step up tonight and have a big game if these guys are going to walk out with a win?
Well, you do have Daniel Sotan, who has put up, 26 blocks, so that's a very good defensive play coming in for them, and that could be the key for this because the Bellarmine Knights do have the chance to attack with Adam against the defense, and so now they're putting up, he has 26 blocks alone, so he's stepping up and making those kind of plays that UIS is really going to need to capitalize on because playing in Knights Hall can be pretty overwhelming, even with the 4 losses that they've had this season so far.
Yeah, and this is the Bellarmine Knights team. When you look at a guy like Daniel Sutton, he's going to be key for the Prairie Stars tonight because this is a Knights team that likes to get the ball inside. They don't shoot the 3-ball incredibly well, only at 36% of the season. So, but once you get inside the paint, once you add everything else, and they're shooting 54.6% from the field. So this is a team that likes to move that ball around. They don't mind taking the mid-range shots. They try to work that ball into the paint. Having that big shot blocker like in Daniel Sutan is going to be a big thing for them tonight. He's going to need to step up and have a great defensive game.
Yeah, and not to mention, I mean, he is 6'5" and 190 pounds. That's a big man down there to kind of guard in the paint. So they definitely can use that to their advantage. Definitely using that height and playing in the paint could be key for them playing against the Knights.
And you heard Coach Davenport, talk about it earlier in my interview with him. This is a Bellarmine team that really struggled earlier in the University of Indianapolis game to rebound the ball. They only had 7 defensive rebounds in that second half. They gave up 5 offensive rebounds to the University of Indianapolis. And this is a team in UIS. They're averaging almost 36 rebounds a game. That is an insane number. At one point this year, they had 49 rebounds in a game. They don't get a lot of assists, but they really do rebound the ball well.
Yeah, their defense is definitely going to be playing well, and I think that could be definitely a problem for Bellarmine because the rebounds for the past couple of games have not been where they want them to be. So rebounds is definitely key for Bellarmine here.
And we're going to send it back to the studio for a quick break here. We'll be right back to Knights Hall in just about a minute as we're getting closer and closer to tip-off between the Bellarmine Knights and the Illinois Springfield Prairie Stars. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Knights Hall here on the campus of Bellarmine University. We are just a couple of minutes away now from tip-off of this GLVC conference matchup between the Knights and the Prairie Stars. I'm Gabe Smith alongside Patrick Lewis. And Patrick, as we're getting closer and closer to tip-off, if there's going to be one player for the Knights that's going to step up other than Adam Eberhard tonight, who do you think it's going to be?
I think it might be Alex Cook. They've been playing him in these past games, and he's really been stepping up. You know, kind of earlier in the season, you didn't see him as much. And I think they're really utilizing his height and his offensive play, because he's been attacking the basket and really been playing with the Knights very well. So I think that's going to be a key player to step up and definitely lead for the Knights. I mean, that's a 6'7", 205 junior from Louisville, Kentucky. So he's a native here, so he kind of has the crowd going for him. So I absolutely think Alex Cook will definitely be stepping up.
And now if you're going to look at the Prairie Stars, who's going to have to step up for them with Gawan Nelson out tonight?
I definitely think Williams is going to be the player to step up for UIS. I mean, if you look at his statistics, he has 2.6 assists percent, and he's going to step up, and I think he's going to lead them into where they want to be. I mean, Williams is a 6 foot, 170 pounds, so he's a little bit shorter when it comes to the height, but I definitely think he'll be able to attack the basket and definitely lead his team in layups.
Yeah, this is going to be a team for the Prairie Stars that's going to need to protect that paint, because we know the Bellarmine Knights really like to get that ball inside, work it around. And I saw in the shoot-around this morning, Coach Davenport is ready for a zone coming from these guys. So I think they're going to be ready to force Bellarmine to shoot the ball from the three-point line. And I think we're going to have to find out if the Knights are going to be up to that challenge tonight, because it's one of those things for the Prairie Stars where they're going to say, hey, if you can hit that three, you're going to beat us, but we're going to make you hit that three.
Exactly. I definitely think it will come down to that. And now, like, we're getting started here, the intros. I definitely think this crowd is going to influence Bellarmine's performance, because you do have Adam Eberhard now we see coming in. He will be starting for the Knights, as well as Alex Cook. So the crowd is definitely hyped up as we're going to get started here soon. But yeah, the Knights are definitely going to need to attack that basket and definitely make those rebounds, because I do think it's going to come down to that, because they have struggled with that the past few games.
Yeah, your starters for tonight for UIS at guard will be Andre Williams. Another guard, Daniel Sutan. They're going to be going with a three-guard lineup. The third guard is going to be Cole Harper. Actually, it's a four-guard lineup, excuse me. Your fourth guard's Peyton Allen, and then at the forward position is going to be Colin Stallworth. So a four-guard lineup going a little bit small for the Prairie Stars, but when you look at the height of those two guys, three of those guards are 6'5". So there's a lot of size there in their backcourt, but they're players that can shoot the ball pretty well. Now we're going to look at this Bellarmine Knights starting lineup. A little different from what we've seen all year. 40% of that starting lineup is injured and out tonight. But we're going to have it is a three-guard look. Three-guard kind of forward look, because you got to throw in Alex Cook in there. He's a guard forward kind of mix at that three spot. So it's going to be at a forward, it's going to be Ben Weyer. At a guard spot, Alex Cook. At another guard, Tyler Jenkins. CJ Fleming is going to get the start tonight for the Knights. And then you have Adam Eberhard. That's going to be the last starter. He's going to be key. He was on a minutes restriction the last couple games after the injury. He's back tonight, full strength. He was full participant in shoot-around today. But two big guys that are out for the Knights are going to be Chavarsky Corbett and Daniel Ramsey. Those are two normal starters that just aren't playing, that are injured tonight. As you heard Coach Davenport, they're getting the best care they could possibly get. Just right now, they're not able to play.
Right. I definitely think a key player in this game starting now is CJ Fleming. He doesn't drive to the basket, but he can hit some three-pointers, and that could definitely influence the Bellarmine offense. But they just need to capitalize maybe off of those rebounds that he will be putting up. And we're going to get started here shortly. Adam Eberhard on the tip-off.
It's going to be Eberhard and Stallworth battling for it, and UIS comes away with it. Bringing it across the timeline is Andre Williams, as UIS is going to get into their half-court set. Moving it over onto the left wing. If you're looking at online on our video stream, you're seeing the exact view we have. If you're on the radio, we're on the stage, so it's a little bit difficult for us to call exactly directions, as the shot comes from Peyton Allen, no good. Rebound pulled down by Alex Cook, and the Knights are going to run in transition. Bringing it across the timeline is Jenkins, and now moves it across the top into the corner as the Knights move it around. Jenkins once again now down low to Eberhard. Checking his options, makes a move inside, swings it back out. That's Weyer for three, no good. Rebound fought for by Cook, but pulled down by Stallworth. Now bringing it across the timeline and swinging it Now bringing it across the timeline for the Prairie Stars was Williams. Working the ball around is UIS. And now Williams controls the top of the paint. 14 seconds left on the shot clock as UIS is going to get into a new set. Pass goes through the hands of Peyton Allen, and that's going to be a turnover. First turnover of the night for the Prairie Stars. First turnover of the game as Bellarmine gets the ball back. Jenkins brings it across the timeline.
Earlier, Alex Cook was definitely stepping up with his height as he was trying to make these rebounds, and I definitely think Bellarmine can use that to their advantage.
Fleming on the left wing. Sends it back up top as the Knights working around to Jenkins. Now Fleming makes a move onto the... He gets it stolen away by Sutan. Nice pickpocket by him as he comes in. He gets blocked by Alex Cook. Good transition defense from the Knights as Jenkins is going to bring it to the top of the key. Sends it to Fleming. He moves inside. Now Weyer again for three from the corner. That's good. Knights now up 3-0. 18-17 left in this first half. The three from Ben Weyer gives him 3 points on the night. Williams brings it across the timeline for the Prairie Stars. Going to get to their set as he drives on the right side. Now working it back across on the Prairie Stars. Driving inside is Harper. Pulls it back out. He has the ball on the left wing. Now back across to the top of the key. Making a move inside and shooting over Eberhard was Peyton Allen. That shot looked like it might have been tipped, and it was. So you can credit a block there to, I believe, Alex Cook. And that's the second block of the night for the Bellarmine Knights. 3-0 with 17:50 left in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Ben Weyer stepping up there and hitting that three was crucial for Bellarmine to start this match. There's going to be a traveling call right there. But
Williams in ball to Sutan. He just took an extra step there, and another turnover for the Knights. Turnovers are in favor of the Knights. Turnovers affecting these Prairie Stars so far in this game. Still not able to score. Jenkins brings the ball across the timeline. He's got Williams playing defense on him. Now it's Weyer at the top. He sends it back on the right block. Jenkins is going to go up for a layup, and he's going to hit it. Nice movement there by Jenkins. Good cuts, gets that right block. Good pass there from Weyer. Prairie Stars working the ball around. Good move by Sutan to clear some space, but he swings it back up at the top. Steal by Adam Eberhard. Nice job there, ripping the ball from Allen. And then a foul called on Allen after the rip from Eberhard.
A lot of turnovers in these few first minutes. I think definitely stepping up, and I didn't think turnovers were going to come into play this early, but they definitely are.
Prairie Stars having trouble keeping hold of the ball. Knights have to be pleased with their defense so far. 3 minutes in, and still no points for the Prairie Stars. Now Jenkins has the ball on the right side, swings up to the top. It's Eberhard. Moves to the left wing, now brings it down to Cook. Makes a move inside, goes up for the right-handed shot, and leaves it just short. Rebound pulled down by the Prairie Stars. Now Allen's going to bring it across the timeline. This is a team that's working with a 4-guard lineup to start off this game. And that's lacking Gowan Nelson, who is their leading scorer. He's out with an ankle injury tonight. Looks like we're going to have a hand check call on CJ Fleming. That's going to be his first foul of the night. Each team now has 1 foul.
Coming in for the Knights is Dylan Penn, and he's definitely been a key player. He was key at the last home game, and he was definitely a crowd favorite.
Now Allen's going to work the ball around. Swings it across to Stallworth. He drives in, now leaves it for Williams, who takes a shot from the elbow, and it's going to bounce around, no good. Rebound pulled in by Penn. Knocked around by Sutan, but Penn comes down with it. Now Dylan Penn tries to get into the lane. He turns it over, and now a 2-on-1 for the Prairie Stars. Andre Williams is going to miss the left-handed layup. Easy look for him. He couldn't get it to fall. Penn's going to bring it across the timeline quickly. Now swings it over to Jenkins, and he's going to go up with a 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound pulled down by Stallworth. Not a lot of offense these first couple of minutes, as nice move inside by Sutan. He's going to get the shot from the left block to fall. 5-2 now the score. Immediate timeout coming up at our next dead ball, as Penn has the ball in the left corner. Swings it back up top. That's Weyer. Now across to Eberhard. Knights working across around the 3-point line. And now Fleming controls in the corner. He's going to send it down on the block to Eberhard. And he decides to pull from 15. No good there. Rebound pulled down by the Prairie Stars and Allen. Williams brings it across the timeline now. And the Prairie Stars are going to work it around. 5-2 is the score. 15-22 left in the first half. Williams makes a move inside and sends it back out. Now, pass all the way to the right corner was to Allen. He pulls from 15 feet, doesn't even hit the rim. And now the Knights are going to bring it up quickly. And that looked like a foul on C.J. Fleming there as Allen came in and knocked him to the ground, but foul wasn't called. Dylan Penn came down with the rebound. I believe it was Penn, and he's able to put it back in for 2 for the Knights. 7-2 now the score, 14:50 left in the first half. Allen makes a move inside on Eberhard. Eberhard's that's going to be called as a block. That looked like a charge from here, but that's going to be Adam Eberhard's first foul, a blocking foul as Peyton Allen came in. He's going to have 2 shots when we come back out of this timeout. Pretty hectic first 5.5 minutes there. Not a whole lot of scoring, but a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed shots. What do you see in these first 5 minutes?
Well, a lot of action here in the first few minutes. I definitely think Dylan Penn with that rebound off of C.J. Fleming is key. I think these rebounds are really going to be what is going to set Bellarmine apart. But yeah, again, a lot of turnovers. It's only 7-2. 5 minutes have already been played, and I absolutely think that these turnovers on both teams are affecting the play, as UIS has already had a lot of missed shots. But again, starting off strong was Ben, and he took that shot and put the Bellarmine Knights on the board first, so great stuff from him.
Yeah, it's been a very hectic couple of minutes. I don't think we really saw this coming with a nice defense. They played some really nice ball so far, forcing a lot of turnovers, just really disrupting this Prairie Stars offense. And they knew the scouting report coming into this game. This is a Prairie Stars team that likes to rebound the ball. They haven't had a single offensive rebound yet. And that was something the Knights have struggled with against UIndy last game. They gave up 5 offensive rebounds just in the second half. And so far, they've locked down in that category.
Right, I think Sutan, again, for UIS, is stepping up there and using his height that we talked about. I think that might be key for UIS, is the height difference for UIS compared to Bellarmine's is very different. You do have some shorter players on the Knights, so UIS could definitely use that height in the paint like we saw Sutan do earlier. And now we're going to get back into it.
And we're going to have 2 shots for Peyton Allen. And if you are wondering why our camera is at an odd angle, it is all we really have tonight. We're going to be improving this live stream, especially the video, over the next couple games. We're going to try to get some more cameras here, but tonight Patrick and I are the only broadcasters here. So that's why we've got this camera angle. It's not the best, and as Peyton Allen drills both free throws, and now he's going to come out for a sub. Coming into the game is Vince Walker. Checking into the game at that timeout was Parker Chitty for the Knights. Also into the game for the Prairie Stars is Logan Gauntz. He's going to see his first minutes now. Knights are working at the top. That was Chitty, now to Eberhard on the right. Works it back around, and Chitty has it in the corner. Swings it down low to Eberhard. He's going to make a move inside, thinks about the shot. Still trying to figure out what he wants to do. Looked like he might have gotten bumped there, lost control of the ball, and the Prairie Stars come away with it. As missed shot came in from Sutan, but Cole Harper was there for the offensive rebound. There we go. That's one of those keys for the Prairie Stars tonight, is offensive rebounding. Cole Harper with one there, the tip in. 2 easy points for the Prairie Stars, 7-6, 14 minutes left in the first half. Fleming works the ball back to the top. Chitty over to Penn on the right wing. Now it's Alex Cook, about 15 feet from the basket on the right side. Sends it back out to Eberhard. He thinks about the 3, doesn't take it, drives in, pulls up from 12, and he's going to knock it down. Eberhard is on the scoreboard now. 9-6 is the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Eberhard is back. He is definitely stepping up and putting these shots up like he just did, and now driving forward UIS, and they make that bucket. That was Cole Harper.
That's his 4th point of the night, 3rd and 4th points of the night, as the score is 9-8. Looks like we're going to have an off-ball foul here, and we're going to wait to see what that call is on. It's going to be on Logan Gauntz, his first one of the night. Now both teams with 2 team fouls in this first half. Not a whole lot of whistles so far, as Jenkins is going to check back into the game.
Harper stepping up for UIS as he's getting that rebound after a turnover that UIS got, and he's stepping up and attacking the basket, which is what they need right now. They need to put points on the board early.
Inbound comes into Jenkins at the top of the key. Gets a screen, ignores it, drives to the right side, gets blocked by Gauntz, and now the rebound comes to Prairie Stars. They're going to run in transition. And it's Sutin who thinks about the shot. He's going to drive in. Looked like Dylan Penn might have been able to, might have just gotten a hand on that, although we're going to have, I'm not sure what that call was. I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be a foul on Penn. Might have been a travel. But either way, it's a turnover for the Prairie Stars, and the Knights have the ball. 13 minutes left in the first half. 9-8 is the score. Chitty with the ball at the top of the key. Now he swings it to Ware. He's going to pull for 3, and this one's good. Good defense there played by Steinberg, but a nice, better shot from Ware. That's his second 3 of the night. He's got 6 points now. 12-8 is the score. 12:40 left in this first half. Steinberg controls the ball at the top of the key. Now gives it to Amaya. Bahari Amaya checked into that last timeout. Driving in and putting up a tough shot was Vince Walker, but he's going to get bailed out with a foul from Tyler Jenkins. His first foul, team's third.
Ben Myers stepping up with a huge three-pointer. He was shooting that over a 6'10" player there, and that is impressive stuff from Ben Myers. He's already hit 2 threes tonight early in this game, and that's what the Knights are going to need. They need to put those extra points up on the board.
First free throw for Walker falls, and he makes the second one. 12-10 is the score. 12:20 left in this first half. Wyer's going to shoot another 3, and he's going to knock it down. His third 3. He's got 9 points. A huge start to the game for Ben Wyer. Got to think this Knights team is loving that. He's feeling himself, and he's got 9 points. Steinberg now with the ball in the post. He's going to go to work on Wyer. Double team comes from Cook, and now it's sent back out to the top of the key. Driving in is Amaya. He loses control of the ball, and Alex Cook comes away with it. He is then fouled as he was trying to get the pass to Chitty, and we're going to have our next media timeout at the under 12. 15-10 is the score. We've seen some good play so far out of the Knights, but I mean, Ben Wyer, this is a guy who shoots, he's shot pretty well from the three-point line this year at 37%. He's made 33. He's got 3 tonight, 3 of 4. What a fantastic start for him.
Yeah, talk about leadership. That was incredible, stepping up and making three-pointers this early in the game and making some defensive stops in the paint as well. That's what Bellarmine is really going to need in this game. They needed that leadership, and Ben Myers stepping up and showing what the Knights are all about.
We've seen some very physical play here tonight as well. What have you seen from both these teams that you think is going to be a key as we move on to these next 12 minutes of the half? I mean, a lot of physical play. The referees are letting them get away with a lot. What have you seen so far in that regard?
We'll talk about turnovers. You've already had a lot of turnovers from both teams so far. So I think that's going to be a key play, as you didn't think that many turnovers were going to occur, but you've seen the ball go back and forth in these first about 8 minutes, and it's incredible what both these teams are doing defensively. We talked about the defense earlier, and that's really what they need, are these turnover plays.
Now, we're only about 8 minutes into this game. Illinois Springfield already with 5 turnovers. Bellarmine has 3. You got to like, if you're Coach Davenport, you have to like the fact that you forced 5 turnovers, but the 3 is still a pretty high amount for only being 8 minutes into this game. You got to think he wants his Knights to hold on to that ball a little bit better. Either way, both these teams playing pretty hard. Not an incredibly high-scoring game. We're almost halfway through this first half, and the Prairie Stars are only on pace for 20 points in the half as we're ready to come out of this under 12 media timeout. And the Knights are going to keep their same 5 on the floor. Chitty, Jenkins, Eberhard, Cook, and Wyer. Out there for the Prairie Stars is Gauntz, Sutan, Stallworth, Amaya. And we're going to go ahead and let you know Alex Cook gets an offensive rebound and has it stripped away, and the ball is going to end up going the Prairie Stars' way. We're going to have an update from the studio. Some big news coming from the University of Indianapolis. That's a team that is playing seems to be a big game now. They're going up against Maryville tonight, a team that's at the bottom of the GLVC. We got some big news coming from Indy. Prairie Stars working the ball around, controlling at the top is Stallworth. He sends it to Sutan. He drives in, now kicks it back out to Amaya. Prairie Stars working the ball around. Only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Good defense so far played by the Knights. As that looked like, as we're going to have a shot clock violation. Really good defense from Alex Cook there as Bahari Amaya drove that ball in. Cook did just enough to get his hand on the ball and disrupt him as he was going into a shot motion and forced the shot clock violation. Now coming into the game is Kobe Penny, and back in is CJ Fleming. Alex Cook and Parker Chitty go to the bench. Fleming now has the ball on the right wing as the Knights working around. Now it's Penny. Knights still trying to get this ball inside. It's Wire at the top of the key. Not giving him any space at the three-point line as he's 3 of 4 so far on the night. Eberhard works inside, and we've got a pushing foul. Got both hands on the back of Adam Eberhard, and that, a couple years ago that might not have been a foul, but now in today's game that is going to be a foul as Cole Harper and Peyton Allen check back into the game for the Prairie Stars.
Yeah,
that's the 4th team foul for the Prairie Stars.
Yeah, absolutely. I think earlier we talked about Bellarmine's defense needing to step up, and they did that earlier as the clock ran down, putting pressure on UIS as the ball goes off there. UIS, and Bellarmine's going to get the ball again. But, yeah, absolutely, that defense stepping up, doing what they need to do.
20 seconds will be on the shot clock for the Knights here as they work this ball inside. Wire's able to bobs it a little bit but gains control. Now Eberhard on the top of the key swings to Jenkins. Knights working it around. UIS in a man-to-man. They were working against that zone this morning that they've seen play as Wire has this ball stripped. I think that could go down as a block there for Peyton Allen as the Prairie Stars bring it across the timeline. It's Walker. Swings it back to the top to Allen. And now around back, now controlling his Gaunts at the top of the key. Prairie Stars into their set. Good defense by Bellarmine once again. Driving in is Allen. He's going to get to the rack. Nice job getting around Ben Wire there. 2 points for Peyton Allen. Easy layup for him as he blew by Ben Wire. Now the Knights controlling the ball, 20 seconds left on the shot clock as Fleming works his way inside, and he traveled, took a jump stop, and then an extra step, and another turnover for the Knights.
Also want to throw in that the Knights put Kobe Penny in, who has not seen very much action this year for the Knights, so maybe Davenport is trying a new tactic with him, as we haven't really seen him play very much in this season so far, and we're going to see if some new leadership that we talked about is stepping up.
He's only averaging 8 minutes a game, Kobe Penny, but with the injuries, you got to go a little deeper into that bench, and that's what Coach Davenport has to do.
Absolutely.
To make sure his starters keep those fresh legs. Now Williams works his ball inside to Harper. He's going to make a move, sends it to Peyton on the wing. Good defense there by Eberhard closing out as we've got a kick ball on Alex Cook. Good defense there, coming back out, almost getting the block, forcing Peyton Allen to pass out of that shot by Eberhard there. So we've got 20 seconds left on the shot clock now. 9:37, 15-12 is the score. Knights lead here at Knights Hall. I think we've got a not sure what the foul, I'm not sure what the call was there.
I believe that was out of bounds.
Okay.
Stepping out was UIS.
I think it was Kobe Penny, excuse me, who was playing defense there. He jumped from out of bounds and then deflected the pass. And that's why it was UIS ball.
Some great defense there in the paint from the Knights.
And they forced another turnover as Fleming's going to work it on the left wing now, sends it back to Cook at the top of the key, and now over to Jenkins. Knights working it around. It's Eberhard on the right. Cook asking for it on the block. Makes a move inside. Sends it back out to Fleming. Thought about the shot. Sends it back to Jenkins. Good screen there from Cook. And opened up CJ Fleming for the drive. He pulls from 12. Can't get it to fall. Rebound tipped by Eberhard, but pulled down by Allen. Now the Prairie Stars are going to bring it across the timeline. 8:53 left in the first half. 15-12 Knights lead. Going to have a foul call here on Kobe Penny. That's going to be the 4th of the night on the Knights.
I think that was great defense from UIS as they were kind of running the clock down. There was 4 seconds left, forcing CJ to put a shot up. They weren't really making the Knights feel comfortable with the court. So definitely UIS defense stepping up right there and having a great stop.
These are 2 teams that average a lot of points. The Knights over 80 a game, and the Prairie Stars right around 78. But so far, not a whole lot of offense in this game. Both teams really working the ball around, working the shot clock as Wire's going to get called for a foul here. It was Williams coming in on the drive, and he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. 15 foul on the Knights so far.
Yeah, talk about putting up points. Illinois Springfield put up 90 their last game against William Jewell. That was a very high-scoring game. So
as
definitely being able to put up points there.
Williams knocks down his first foul shot. Eberhard's going to check into the game for Jenkins. 15-13 is the score. One more free throw coming for Andre Williams. 8:39 in the first half. Williams misses the second one, so he goes 1 of 2. He's only a 67% free throw shooter as Fleming sends it now. It's Eberhard on the right wing. Cook with the ball at the top of the key. Now Penny on the left. Works the ball around. Now in the hands of Cook on the left block. He's going to go up for the shot. Over Steinberg, gets it to fall, and the foul, and one opportunity for Alex Cook. Big basket for him there. That's his first basket of the night right there, but big one, put the Knights up 4.
Yeah, Alex Cook stepping up. He's a 6'7", 205-pound junior. We talked about leadership. He's stepping up there and attacking the basket. Now having a free shot there, and he makes that one, making it 18-13.
Now it is going to be Dylan Penn coming back into the game for Kobe Penny. He's going to be getting a few more minutes tonight with the injuries to Ramser and Chavarsky-Corbett. Kick ball here on Adam Eberhard. I think he thought he might have gotten away with that one for a quick second. Nice defense from him there to prevent that inside pass. 18-13, 8-12 left in this first half. Want to remind everyone we are going to have an update from Robert Hampton. He's back in our studio controlling the board for us tonight. He's looking around the GLVC and the NCAA as we're going to have that at our next break here. Allen now swings to Williams on the left. And now to the top of the key. Shot coming in and missing from Walker. The rebound bounces over the backboard, and we're going to have the timeout on the floor. We're back in 40 seconds as we've got a break coming back from the studio coming from Robert. Robert, take it away. Sorry, everybody. Didn't have our mics turned on here from Knights Hall. We're back in action. We had a couple baskets there to report for you. Daniel Sutan was able to get to the bucket on the last possession of the Prairie Stars. It's 20-15 now here from Knights Hall. Sorry about that, those technical difficulties there. As Cook's going to launch a three, no good. Airballed, and Wire almost came down with the offensive rebound. He's got 6:22 left in this first half. Shot coming from Peyton Allen from the three-point line. He knocks it down. 20-18 now the score, as Fleming's going to bring it across the timeline. Allen now with 7 points on the night. Penn controls, gives it to Everhart at the top. Knights work it back over to Fleming. Wire's going to hoist another three, no good. I think that was a bit of a heat check there. As he was 3 of 4 before that, and now 3 of 5 from the three-point line. 20-18. The Prairie Stars have closed that 7-point gap pretty quickly with 2 buckets in their last 2 possessions. 5:50 left in the first half. 20-18 is the score. Wire trying to front Steinberg. He's able to make the catch and send it to Allen. He's going to hoist a three from the left corner. No good. Wire with the rebound. Knights running in transition. Penn gives it to Eberhard. He makes a nice move inside. Got past Williams, and Eberhard with another 2 points. He's got 4 on the night. 22-18, 5.5 left in the first half. Williams makes a drive inside, blocked by Wire, and he gets the rebound. Huge defensive play made by Wire. The Knights are running in transition. Sent to Alex Cook on the left block. He fakes a shot, now sends it out to Wire in the left corner. Now to Eberhard on the block. He's making a move inside, now fades away from 15. That shot's going to be just short. Rebound pulled down by Wire. And I think we're going to have a foul that's going to stay on. The ball's going to stay with Bellarmine. Nice job there as Ben Wire got the foul on the rebound. He's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1.
I think Ebbinghard was having a difficult time there driving to the basket. Earlier in the season, he made it look really easy sitting here watching him, and now he's shaking his head as he walks off the court. But he's having some difficulty getting there in the paint, and I definitely think he might be having experienced some of those problems he's had before.
Yeah, he's had those injury issues so far in the last couple games, as Wire's first free throw is good. And that puts him into double digits so far tonight, as the Prairie Stars have 17 fouls, the Knights have 5. And Wire is going to knock down the second free throw. 24-18 is the score. 5:08 left in the first half. Williams now leaves it off for Harper. And now Williams makes a move inside, drives, kicks it out to Sutan. He's going to send it back to the top to Harper. Harper swings it around to Amaya, and now he has the ball at the top of the key. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Amaya's going to pull off the backboard, no good. And we got a foul on Daniel Sutan. That's a bad foul if you're the Prairie Stars. You're 80 feet from the basket. You're putting Dylan Penn on the line for a 1-and-1. That's the 18th foul so far tonight. Good defense once again there from the Knights, as they're up 6 with 4.5 minutes in the first.
Now UIS needs to be careful that as many fouls as they're giving Bellarmine, because Bellarmine can really capitalize off these and give them that little boost. UIS has been staying with them points-wise. It's very close here. So UIS needs to watch their fouls.
Dylan Penn, not the best free throw shooter, only 48.5%. But I guess stats don't really matter when you're playing the game. He knocks down this first one. The Knights extend their lead to 7. 4:40 left, 25-18 is the score. Penn knocks down the second one. And Knights are working a little bit of a full court press here with Chitty and Jenkins, as this one is sent to Steinberg on the left side. And now back up to Williams for the Prairie Stars again in their offense. Deflecting the ball away from Sutan was Penn, as now we're going to have a foul on Jenkins or Penn. Not sure that one's going to go. I think the referee can take his choice, and he's going to put it on Jenkins for a trip, as that is a 16th foul. So the next one's going to put the Knights, or the Prairie Stars, in the bonus. 4:23 left in the first half. Checking into the game for the Prairie Stars is Colin Stallworth, as this ball is inbounded and now controlled by Walker at the top of the key. 16 on the shot clock. Prairie Stars have to get into their offense. Gauntz now controls, and this one's kicked away by Penn, and that's going to reset the shot clock back to 20. Good defense from the Knights so far, only giving up 18 points. We have only 4 minutes left in this first half. 26-18 is the score. Haven't been scoring the ball incredibly efficiently, but they played some good defense and they find themselves with an 8-point lead here in Knights Hall. Gauntz almost has this pass picked. Wire can't control it. Nice job by Alex Cook to read that passing lane, but he couldn't get it, and Wire has it go off his hands out of bounds. And the ball's going to be with UIS coming out of this timeout. 7 seconds will be on the shot clock. But Patrick, 8-point lead for the Knights here. What do you think Coach Davenport is telling his team in this huddle right now?
Well, I think they're really turning around. I think he's telling them just to stay confident and keep playing their game because they're beating them down in the paint. Ben is putting up shots. He's already made 3 this first half, and they're getting the points on the board that they need. So I think he's telling them just to stay confident and trust their game that they're playing.
And if you're Coach Bill Walker in the Prairie Stars, I mean, you're only down 8. This is a team you've never beaten before. This is the 9th-ranked team in the country. Yeah, they're on a losing streak. You got to remember, this is a place where Bellarmine won 67 straight. You got to think he's not particularly upset only being down 8 so far. It could be a lot worse. Obviously, there's things he wants to work on. They've been turning the ball over a lot. What do you think he's telling them in the huddle?
I think he's telling them just to, again, play their game because they're getting in the paint. They're using their height. Cole Harper, you know, he's 6'5", 210 pounds, and he's already made 4 points for them. He's put up 4 shots in total, and he's made half of those. So maybe getting the ball to some of those guys down in the paint can really help them. I think he's telling them just to stay confident and to keep playing against him.
Yeah, and you got to think, I mean, especially without their leading scorer, Gawan Nelson, like I said, they're only down 8, and you know, obviously as a coach, you never want to be down, but it's one of those things where you're still fully in this game, and we're 17 minutes in, almost at the half, and UIS has just as good a chance as Bellarmine to win this game right now. This ball is inbounded to Gauntz. He's going to swing it, and the 3 comes up from Walker. He can't get it short. The fadeaway, rebounded by Wire. Now Cook's going to bring it across the timeline. Swings to Eberhard. Now to Wire at the top. Working here on the right side, we've got an off-ball foul. And I think it's going to be on the Prairie Stars, so it will be on number 15, Bahari Amaya. His first foul as the team's 9th foul. And so we're going to have Alex Cook go into the line for 2 free throws. You don't really want to send him to the line at 84% free throw shooter. He's going to be there for a 1-on-1, trying to extend this lead to 10.
You know, these rebounds are really going to be key for these teams. As Bellarmine has already had 13, UIS has 10, so they're fairly close in these rebounds, and that could very be key. And speaking of free throws that are going on right now, Bellarmine has not missed a free throw so far. They have 100%, and that could really be key for them in racking up these points.
Alex Cook knocks down both in the 1-on-1. He's got 5 points tonight. Knights lead by 10. These last 3 minutes are going to be key as we're getting closer and closer to halftime. If the Knights can extend this lead, they can almost bury the Prairie Stars. This shot comes from Stallworth. He knocks it down. That's a 3 for Colin Stallworth. He's going to lead back to 7. First points of the game for Colin Stallworth. Chitty's going to bring it across the timeline, and the Knights are going to get into their offensive set. Eberhard now with the ball on the right elbow, makes a move inside. He's working with Stallworth. Nice move from him, puts up a shot from 12, fade away, and he knocks it down. That gives him 6 points on the night, and the Knights lead by 30. It's a quick turnover from the Prairie Stars, and we've got a blocking call as Adam Eberhard created a turnover and gets the end when he's going to go to the line for 1 more free throw. I didn't even realize the Knights had forced that turnover until Adam Eberhard was already going up for the shot, but they've extended the lead to 11 as Adam Eberhard gets a chance for the and one.
I think the Knights have found the momentum they needed. They kind of started out slow, and now they're starting to put even more points on the board. I think they found the rhythm again.
That was Andre Williams' 2nd foul of the night as Cook misses this free throw. Or excuse me, Eberhard misses this free throw. 86% free throw shooter. Gonna want to make note of that one. Doesn't miss it very often. Prairie Stars now into their offense. Stallworth has the ball on the left. Looking for a pass. He gets it to Walker. Walker now down low to Sutan. He's going to come in, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Parker Chitty. As the basket was good from Sutan. I'm not even sure Parker Chitty was really hit there, but he fell anyway. It's going to be a blocking call, though. As that's the 7th Sutan, who gets the end one opportunity now. And a chance to cut the lead to 8. 2:46 left in this first half. Sutan makes the free throw. 32-24. Just over 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Penn works the ball around to Eberhard on the left. Now it's at the top with Chitty. Works on the right block, it's Eberhard. Thinks about the shot, now moves inside, gets a double team, and gets it ripped. Taken back by Alex Cook, and now worked back out with Penn. Almost turning it over there, but a nice job as Penn is able to get Sutan jump, and he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Another foul on Daniel Sutan. That's his second.
Yeah, Penn definitely stepping up and making a great play there as he's going to get again and some more free throw opportunities, which is what is setting them apart right now. They've been hitting all their free throw shots so far.
Only missed the one from Alex Cook. From Adam Eberhard, excuse me, on that last and one as Penn makes the first free throw. He's 3 for 3 tonight. And for a normal guy who's 48.5%, he's 3 for 3. 33-24 is the score. As Penn makes the second one. He's 4 for 4. Really solid night from Dylan Penn from the free throw line. As Gauntz works the ball across the timeline, he's got Parker Chitty on the full court press. Now working it around is Amaya, sends it to Gauntz. And now it's back out to him as this pass was not deflected out. Logan Gauntz thought it was. And Coach Walker of the Prairie Stars is way off of his bench trying to figure out how this wasn't a call, and he's going to call a timeout right now. He is really angry with the referees trying to figure out how they didn't call a deflection there. And he's going to call a timeout right now just to yell at the referees.
Yeah, definitely some great leadership from the Bellarmine Knights. That's something they needed. You have a lot of players like Penn stepping up, and he's kind of leading this momentum now. As he said, all his free throws. That's something that the Knights really need to keep it going, as they do have a 10-point lead with almost 2 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, that's a freshman stepping up big. He's got 6 points so far tonight. He only averages 3.4 on the year. And he's already almost doubled that. His next point will put him over, doubling his average. So a big first half from Dylan Penn in this game. He's feeling it. Knights working around. It's Chitty at the top of the key. Tries to get it inside. Now it's Penn on the right elbow. He's going to make a move. Sends it to Wire. He's got a 3 from the left corner. He doesn't get it to go. It looked like it had gone in, but the rebound's pulled in by Eberhard. Another offensive rebound for the Knights. Wire thinks about the 3 from the right wing. Decides against it. Passes to Fleming at the top. Now on the left elbow is Eberhard. Swings it down low to Penn. That's going to be an offensive foul on Dylan Penn. That looked like a charge. He dipped his shoulder into Amaya, and he's going to pick up another foul. He's going to pick up his first foul of the night, excuse me. 34-24, 1:38 left in the first half. As Cook comes back in for Penn.
I think it's key for UIS to kind of keep this score below 10 before they go to the half, because if it's over that, that could be a momentum killer for them.
This last minute and a half is going to be very big as the Prairie Stars are working around. At the top of the key, it's Gauntz. He sends it to a line on the left. Shot blocked on the 3 by Wire. Parker Chitty did not realize it had been blocked, and he didn't go for the rebound as Gauntz swings it to Stallworth, but the pass was just off his hands and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Prairie Stars. 34-24 is the score. A minute and 12, the Knights have a chance to push their lead above 10. And it's been a rough go of it so far for the Prairie Stars. A lot of turnovers in this game. They're at 10 right now. Fleming works it to Eberhard, now to Chitty on the left. Into the block, it's Fleming. Now to the free throw line, swings it back out to Eberhard. They're going to reset 12 seconds after the shot clock. Chitty works it inside, sends it to Fleming. Fakes the pass to Wire, now to the top of the key at the free throw line is Eberhard. He decides to shoot from 15, can't knock it down. Rebound tipped around, and coming away with it for the Knights is Parker Chitty. Good offensive play made there. Good hustle from the Knights as we've got 36 seconds left in this first half. 34-24 score. The Knights are going to run this shot clock down. All the students obviously on their feet as we've got the fans starting to make some noise here in Knights Hall. 14 on the shot clock. As Fleming picks up his dribble and leaves it for Everhart. Double team comes to him. Wire now for three from the corner. Knocks it down. Another three for Ben Wire. 37-24. His fourth three of the night. That gives them 14 points in this first half. 13-point lead for the Knights as UIS is going to get the last shot of this half. It's Williams working the ball at the top of the key. Drives inside. And we're going to have a travel called on Andre Williams. 0.2 seconds left. Enough time for a tip from the Knights, but you got to think they're just gonna take the ball out and let the clock run out here. 37-24 as the Knights inbound. That's the end of the first half. Knights lead by 13. A huge three there from Ben Wire. That's his fourth of the night. 4 of 7 from the three-point line for Ben Wire. Got it moving to 37% from the three-point line out. A really hot start. They just made 3 in a row after missing his first one. He's got 14 points. Looking at the rest of the team tonight, Alex Cook has 5, Tyler Jenkins has 2. Dylan Menkins pretty solid first half, putting up 6 points. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Adam Everhart has 9, or has 8. Missed one free throw. 37-24 at the end of the first half. The Knights are leading here from Knights Hall. Match. Welcome back to Knights Hall here on the campus of Bellarmine University. We're ready for the second half here. 37-24 is the score as we're getting back and ready for the second half here from Knights Hall. I'm Gabe Smith alongside Patrick Lewis. And the Knights are going to be starting with the ball in this second half. It's going to be CJ Fleming, Tyler Jenkins, Adam Eberhard, Ben Wire, and Alex Cook out there are the five for the Knights. As Jenkins is going to bring the ball across the timeline for Bellarmine. Sends it to Eberhard on the right. Now over to Wire. And the Knights working around to Fleming. CJ Fleming not taking too many shots tonight, but he has been working the ball nicely, playing a good point guard role. As Eberhard's going to make a move inside, and he gets this one to fall. That puts him in double digits for the Knight. 10 points now for him. And 19:30 left in this game as the Knights push their lead to 15. Prairie Stars work the ball around. Now it's Stallworth on the left. Controls the ball about 15 feet from the basket, sends it out to Allen. He shot fakes, and now it's worked around. Taking a shot from there is Cole Harper. He can't get it to fall, but the rebound pulled down by Sutan. Sends it out to Williams. He takes a three, and that one's off the rim and rebounded by Wire. 19-10 left in the first half, or second half, excuse me. Knights lead by 15 as Eberhard works his ball inside, gets a cut from Alex Cook, and he lays it in. Good pass, good eyesight, good vision, excuse me, from Eberhard. Lays it off nicely to Cook, and that's two more for the Knights. Cook has 7 now, 18-53. Knights lead 41-24. Prairie Stars working the ball in their offense. 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Down 17, I think they got to get some offense here if they're going to stop the Knights from running away. Williams now on the right side of the on the wing. Sends it to Harper. Harper down low to Sutam. Nice block there by Alex Cook, sending it away, and we're going to have a shot clock violation. Alex Cook got a nice block there. Said no to Daniel Sutan, and the Knights get the ball again. That's the 12th turnover of the night for the Prairie Stars. Having a rough go of it, keeping the ball in their hands, getting shots up. 18-20 left in the second half. Knights lead by 17. Eberhard throws the lob to Alex Cook just a little bit too low. Getting in the way there was Harper. And it's a turnover for the Knights as they run down and bring it across the timeline. Now Williams. At the top of the key, makes a move inside, sends it along to Allen. No, try to look inside, nothing there. Now Harper moves and dishes it back to Allen, now back to Harper. Cross-court pass to Sutan. He makes a move inside. Can't lose control of the ball, but we're going to get a foul. And he says he was going up, and the referee agrees, and we're going to get 2 shots coming for Sutan. Second foul on CJ Fleming. First foul of the half for either team, and we're 2 minutes and 9 seconds in. We're going to try to get an update on that University of Indianapolis game at the next media timeout. They're down 21 at the half, shooting around 16% in the first half down to Maryville. That's a big game for the Knights in the GLVC as they're trying to win their 5th straight regular season conference championship. Sutan misses the second free throw. Got the first one to fall. He now has 6 points. Driving in, no shot, was Tyler Jenkins. We're going to get a foul. And we've got a technical foul on Scott Davenport. Coach Davenport is heated at the referees right now. And Alex Cook is going to go talk to his coach and try to quiet him down. That is a technical foul on Scott Davenport. Shooting the free throws for the Prairie Stars is going to be Peyton Allen. Best free throw shooter on this team. Best free throw shooter on the court, at least, for the Prairie Stars at 79%. He knocks down the first one. This could be a bit of a momentum turn, as we are going to get an update from Roger in the studio at our next media timeout, as Allen made the first free throw, he knocks down the second one, and the Prairie Stars are back down 14.
Davenport getting very frustrated there with his team as he's trying to push them and allow them to get some momentum going in this game. They've already have the lead, but
Peyton Allen, the Texas A&M transfer, now has 9 points on the night. Knights inbound the ball. Since it was the coach's technical foul, Bellarmine does retain possession after 2 free throws. And it was off a dead ball foul on the Prairie Stars. Jenkins now Works it around. It's Fleming driving in, sends it to Cook as he's going to drive in. That's going to be a blocking foul called on Peyton now. A nice drive in to the lane by Alex Cook. Didn't get the basket to fall, but we've got 2 shots and a foul on Peyton. That's his 3rd foul of the night. Got to be careful as he's getting closer and closer to that magic number 5 where he's going to have to take a seat on that bench. Cook gets the first free throw to fall. And he's got 8 points now.
Cook has made 100% of his free throws this night. Very crucial for the Knights as he gets his 5th for the night there.
5 for 5. He's got 9 points, and 5 of them are from the free throw line. Prairie Stars bring it across half court. And it's Allen at the top of the key. Williams now. Waiting as the Prairie Stars go through their set. Dylan Penn's going to check in at the next dead ball. As it's Harper who swings to Allen, thinks about the shot, drives in, now sends it back to Harper. He takes the 3, gets it to fall. Nice defense there on the closeout from Alex Cook. But shooting over him was Harper, and he gets the 3. That gives him 7 on the night. 43-30 is the score, 16:50 left in the second half. Knights in their set, working it inside to Wire. He can't get the shot to fall, and the rebound pulled down by Stallworth.
Sutan now battling there and stolen by Eberhard.
Nice job there by Adam Eberhard. Read the pass and stole it from Sutan as Cook is going to come down, lay it in easy. Nice move by him getting past Harper. Alex Cook now into double digits. He's got 6 this half, 11 on the night. 45-30 is the score. 16:20 left in the second half. I want to remind you guys, we will get an update from Roger in the studio about that University of Indianapolis game. Big game in the GLVC as the shot is launched by Stallworth. He can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Eberhard. Fleming brings it across the timeline now, gives it back to Eberhard. He's got Peyton Allen guarding him. Knights working around, and now it's to Fleming and Cook in the left corner. Now back at the top of the key. 15:52 left in the second half as we've got an off-ball foul called on Cole Harper. And he's going to have to come out of the game. That's his 3rd foul. Actually, excuse me, we're going to have a media timeout. And now we're going to send it back for a quick break. We'll be back in 40 seconds from Roger Hampton in the studio. Take it away, Roger. Welcome back to Knights Hall. Thank you for the update, Roger. It's 45-30. I'm Gabe Smith alongside Patrick Lewis, excuse me. Sorry, getting all my names confused. We have Lewis University going in the GLVC. Got a lot of things going on.
That's confusing. I get it. It's okay. It happens all the time.
I'm once again Gabe Smith alongside Patrick Lewis. There we go. Got it that time. 15:50 left in the second half. The Knights are up by 15 points. Big lead for them here. They've jumped out to in the second half. And what are you looking for out of the Knights now to try to close out this game with 15 and a half minutes left?
You know, I think they're doing everything they need to right now. They're playing some really great defense. They're guarding the paint. They're making sure they're not getting three-pointers off. And they're really staying consistent with all their plays. They're getting good turnovers, which is what they had trouble with last couple of games in the rebounds. And they've been staying on top of those. Wire stepping up as a leader. Has 14 points in this game so far, and under him is Eberhard, who's came off that kind of injury the past couple of games, so he's stepping up too and getting back into the rhythm that he was used to before that loss at home a couple of weeks ago. And now we're going to get back into it here shortly. But for UIS, team leader right now is Allen. He already has 9 points, made all of his free throws. So Some great stuff from both of these teams so far. UIS is only down 15. They've done really well so far.
Coming out of this break, we do have Cole Harper shooting flagrant foul free throws. I'm not exactly sure where this flagrant foul, I think, was on Alex Cook right before the break. But Harper does miss both free throws. And I think now we're going to have 2 free throws for Alex Cook on this side.
And it's kind of key for UIS to hit those free throws because they are struggling with points, and that is a free throw to get you some points. So UIS needs to capitalize on those.
Actually, it is going to be UIS ball as Parker Chitty picking up Williams in a full court press. Harper misses both of those free throws. And still a 15-point lead as UIS has the ball. Shot comes in from Walker. He's going to knock down the 3. Good shot from him coming off that screen. 45-33 is the score now. Knights lead by 12 as Bellarmine works it around their offense. Chitty drives in, kicks to Fleming. Could have had a shot, but instead he kicks it back out, and it's worked around by Penn. Penn loses control, stripped by Harper, by Walker, and a Euro step move inside. It's going to be a blocking foul on Parker Chitty. Referee thought he was moving, and that's CJ Fleming, not Parker Chitty. And we're going to have Vince Walker going to the line for 2 free throws now, and a chance to get this lead back to 10 for the Knights.
And talk about turnovers. Illinois Springfield has had 12 this game so far. Bellarmine close behind with 9. So UIS using that to advantage and trying to get these free throws to almost make this a 10-point game.
Walker knocks down his first free throw. That makes him 3 for 3 on the night. He has 3 points. Knocks down the second one, and it's a 10-point lead for the Knights. Prairie Stars on a little bit of a run here, cutting this lead back to 10. Knights working the ball around inside to Jenkins. He gets swatted from behind, and we're going to get a foul call. And a technical foul is going to be called on Vince Walker. He thought he got that ball clean, comes off. I'm not exactly sure what he said. I'm assuming it wasn't particularly friendly, but the referee didn't take a liking to it. And now it's going to be a tech on Vince Walker.
Yeah, those temperaments are building down there. You can see it. Everybody's frustrated. UIS is a 10-point behind the Knights, so a lot of frustration down there. They're going to have to control that and not get these technicals because Eberhard is making these free throws, which goes against UIS.
Knocks down both of the free throws, push the lead back to 12, and Eberhard also has 12 points. And we're going to have 2 more free throws for Tyler Jenkins. So we get 2 free throws for the Tech. Eberhard makes both of those, and we'll see what happens here with Jenkins. There's a chance to make this a 4-point possession for the Knights. Getting a little chippy down here at Knights Hall as Jenkins misses the first free throw. He's got 2 points tonight, 0 for 1 from the line. Normally a 59% free throw shooter. So if averages hold up, he'll make this one. He does. 48-35 is the score. Knights lead by 13 as Sutan, brings the ball across the timeline, makes a move inside, swings it back out. Harper thinks about the shot and has his pass deflected, but he recollects. Controlling at the top of the key is Williams. Sends this one down low to Amaya. Now back to the top. Williams is going to drive in, kick it out to Amaya. Thinks about the shot, drives in, shot from 8 feet, doesn't fall. Rebound pulled down by Jenkins. He's going to bring it across the timeline. Knights running in transition. Jenkins tries to get the pass out to Eberhard. This one's going to be deflected as Williams went flying into the bench trying to save the ball. Couldn't really get there. I'm not sure if he even ever really had a chance, but decided he wanted to show off some hustle there and slide around the floor.
Yeah, that ball was sliding around. He really wanted to try to show off here.
Chitty catches this inbounds pass and has it tipped away by Williams, and we're going to have another inbound around half court now. Sutan guarding it. Jenkins throwing it in. Knights lead by 13, 14-24 left in the second half. Want to remind everyone we'll be back here on Saturday at Knights Hall for the women's game against McKendree. That one tips off at 1:15. We'll be on the air around 1 o'clock as Penn has the ball at the top of the key. Sends it to Wire. He's going to make a move inside. Nice job by him. He's even got a foul called on Peyton Allen. That looked like a pretty clean play there from Allen, but the referee saw it differently, and we're going to have Wire going to the line for 2 shots. 14-10 left in the second half. Ben Wire's chance to stretch this lead back to 15. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. He knocks down the first one, and it's 49-35. That was the 4th foul on Peyton Allen, so you got to think he's going to be coming out of this game, and he does.
Wire here definitely stepping up and making these free throws. Bellarmine now has made 16 free throws this game so far, and they've only missed 2 this entire game.
18, a good free throw shooting night for the Knights. They're usually a good free throw shooting team. Excuse me, they're not actually 67% free throw shooting team, so it's been a good night for them as Williams launches a 3, can't get it to fall, and we're going to have, well, it looks to be a rebounding foul. Yep, it's going to go on Zach Steinberg, and we're going to have a 1-and-1 now coming up for Wire. Nice job by him. He was able to box Steinberg out, and that's going to be his 3rd foul, 7th on the Prairie Stars. Free throws are Bellarmine already in the bonus. We're only 6 minutes and 7 seconds into the second half as Wire has another chance at more free throws to pad his stats. Makes the first one, so he'll get a second one. Wire now with 17 points on the game. He needs 2 more to tie his season high from at 19, which he had against Southern Indiana. Now he makes another one, and that gives him 18 points. 17-point lead now for the Knights. Swung close to getting out of control for UIS. They have to get their offense going if they're going to try to pull back into this game. Sutan now drives in, and getting a blocking foul there was Parker Chitty. Looked like he had planted himself, and he was in good position to draw the charge, but it's going to be a blocking call.
I think an issue for UIS in this game is going to be their 3-pointers. They've only made 4, but they've had 13 chances. And on the other hand, Bellarmine is putting up 4. They've only shot 10, and all those are coming from Ben Wire. So that could be a issue for UIS going in the rest of this game. Are there 3-pointers?
Sutan knocks down both free throws. That gives him 8 points on the night. Bellarmine leads by 15, 13-36 left in the second half. Alex Cook now with the ball at the top of the key. Gives it to Jenkins. He's going to launch a 3. He can't get it to fall. Wire chasing the rebound. He's going to make a save up to the top. And this is going to be an over and back violation as Wire controlled that ball and then sent it back into the backcourt. And now it's going to be UIS ball on the turnover from Wire. Nice hustle there for him trying to get that rebound. Just can't get it back to a teammate as he was flying out of bounds. Williams brings it across the timeline, swings it to Walker. Walker now on the right side, swings it to Harper. Harper hands to Williams on the left. Now it's back to Walker at the top of the key for 3. He hits it. 52-40 now is the score as Vince Walker knocks down a 3 for the Prairie Stars and gets us back to a 12-point game. Wire stripped of the ball by Sutan. He's now on the fast break. Got Dylan Penn there. Nice move by Sutan. He's going to get it to fall, and the foul on Dylan Penn. Wire gets stripped from behind by Sutan. Good hands from him. He's going to go to the line for a free throw with a chance at an and-one opportunity. 52-42 is the score as the Knights only lead by 10 now.
Yeah, great momentum there from UIS. You have Sutan now going up for a free throw after he made that first basket, but stepping up was UIS get with a 3-pointer, which gave them an advantage of 5 points here. Talk about making those 3-pointers. That definitely changes this game.
Sutan can't get the and-one free throw to fall, and it's still a 10-point game. Eberhard, controls the ball at the right elbow, makes a move inside. Thinks about the shot, has a couple of guys jumping, and now goes up, gets the foul call on Stallworth. He had Stallworth and Sutan jumping like crazy there, and eventually decides he's going to go ahead and get the foul call. Good decision from him. Kept shot faking until he was able to get someone in the air and an opportunity for him to shoot. And now he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. He's 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight.
He's pretty good at drawing those fouls, isn't he?
Really good shot fake artist. And he got a few men in the air there as Gauntz is going to check back in for the Prairie Stars. Eberhard knocked down that first free throw. He now has 13 points on the night. Got a chance for a second one here to push the lead back to 12. Knights have gotten this lead all the way to 15 as Eberhard missed another free throw. Unlike him, he's an 86% free throw shooter. He's missed 2 tonight. Stallworth swings to Gauntz, and now we're going to get a foul on Parker Chitty. I believe that's his 3rd of the night, and that's going to put the Prairie Stars in the bonus. 7 team fouls now. As Gauntz is going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Checking into the game is Amaya. As Gauntz has a chance to get this back to a single-digit lead if he can knock down these free throws. He knocks down the first, and it's a 10-point game. That is Logan Gauntz's first points of the night. And he's going to he has a chance for a second one here. Knocks it down, and it's 53-44. Chitty brings it across the timeline for the Knights, and now it's Alex Cook at the top of the key. Knights working around, it's Jenkins. Makes a move inside, leaves it for Eberhard. He has the ball 15 feet away, almost loses it. Now Jenkins makes a move inside. He's got Alex Cook, throws that just a bit too hard and a bit too high through the hands of Alex Cook, and that's another turnover. And UIS has a chance to get this game even closer. Turnovers were an issue for the Knights in their last game against UIndy. They're an issue again tonight. They've got 12 so far in this game. Now even with Illinois Springfield, who's done a good job cleaning those up so far. They had 11 at the half. They only have 1 more now. Doing a good job protecting the ball. They just can't get shots to fall. Now Gauntz has the ball in the corner. Sutan thinks about the 3. Swings it down low to Amaya. Amaya now back up to Stallworth. He's going to take the 3, and it falls. 53-47 as Stallworth hits his second 3 of the night. And it's a 6-point game. 11:30 left in the second half. Cook now over to Eberhard. Leaves it for Wire. Makes a move inside, sends it back out to Cook. Now it's Chitty in the left corner. Makes a move inside, and we're going to get a foul call on Logan Gauntz before the shot. So we're going to have a 1-and-1, and we have a media timeout now. 11:18 left in the second half, and it has gone final. UIndy went down at home to Maryville tonight, 79-69. Just an atrocious first half from UIndy in that game, only scoring 16 points, down 21. They tried to come back in the end. They scored 53 points in that second half. Their defense just wasn't there, and they couldn't come back. It's kind of tough to come back from down 21. Although at the Division I level, we did have Duke coming back from down 23 against U of L a couple of days ago, which was a pretty incredible game. Indianapolis can't do it tonight, though, which gives these Knights out here a better chance to winning the GLVC conference. They've won that 4 years in a row. They're looking for a 5th this year. They've got still 2 big games. Obviously, 6 big games coming down the stretch, but they've got 2 big games still coming up against Indianapolis and Lewis. You got to think those 2 are circled for the Knights when they look at the rest of the schedule.
Well, I think they definitely want another look at those teams that they've been struggling with. I definitely think they'll get there, and I think they'll be able to step up. Maybe some injuries will clear up for them, but you know, with this 6-point game, it's very insane how quickly UIS has come back. They've been hitting the 3-pointers that we've been talking about. They're very crucial, and they've got that. Stallingworth coming out with a 3-pointer that made this a 6-point game. He's made 2 tonight, giving him 6 points on the board. So, and Sutan stepping up and attacking the basket. It's very crucial for UIS, and it's very critical for them to get that attack on the Bellarmine defense as they are stepping up and getting points on the board. We have a very close game, 11 minutes left, and Chitty's going to take a free throw here.
He's got a 1-and-1 here, chance to push this lead back up to 8. The Prairie Stars have done a pretty good job trying to come back in this game. They're hitting their shots right now, and they're forcing this Bellarmine team to really be playing in the second half. They were up 15 just a few minutes ago as Chitty does hit that first free throw. That's his first points of the night. He scored 5 in their last game against Indianapolis. He has now still 1 as he misses the second free throw. Gauntz brings it across the timeline. And the Prairie Stars are going to work another offense. Amaya now inside, kicks it out to Stallworth. He's going to put up another 3. This one's no good. Rebound pulled down by Chitty. Now bringing it across the timeline is Bellarmine. Wire had to look at a three, decides to bring it inside. Looks like a foul call there, but he swings out to Jenkins, who's going to take a three. He can't get it to fall, and Amaya's going to come with the rebound. Wide open look there for Tyler Jenkins, but he can't get it to fall. Now Stallworth brings it across the timeline, kicks it back to Gaunce. 10:40 left in the second half. Score is 54-47. Stripped away by Alex Cook, out of bounds from Amaya. 10:35 left as CJ Fleming checks back into the game for Parker Chitty. Stallworth's we're gonna adjust our camera a little bit there. There we go. Now we can see the Bellarmine basket. Logan Gaunce controlling the ball at the top of the key for UIS. Loses control, but it was right to Sutan. He's going to pull up for three. Didn't have a whole lot of time. The shot clock thought he could maybe get that one to fall. It doesn't. Rebound was pulled down by the Knights. Eberhard now brings it across the timeline, kicks to Fleming, and now to Wire and Jenkins. Jenkins thought he had a pass inside, decided against it. And now Eberhard controls the block. Keeps the ball away from the strip. Eberhard thought he got hit in the face. It looked like he did. Referees don't call it, and now the Prairie Stars are going to come through. And jacking up a shot and drawing the foul was Vince Walker. Tyler Jenkins really frustrated. I'm not sure if he's frustrated with himself or with the referee. But we're going to have Vince Walker going to the line for 3 shots. He's got a chance to make this a 4-point game with 10 minutes left.
Walker has made all of his free throws tonight so far, so this could put them in a good position.
He's 4 for 4 from the line. He makes this first one. 80% free throw shooter, the best on the team. At least best on the team for someone who has over 20 free throws. He makes the second one. He's 6 for 6 from the free throw line now tonight. Very good free throw shooter, very good three-point shooter, right around 40%. 54-49 is the score as Walker knocks this one down with a little bit of help from the rim.
Also would like to mention that UIS has scored 15 points and Bellarmine has only scored 3 in the past 4 minutes. So UIS close approaching.
The 15-3 run has got this game within 4. As we're going to get a foul call on Vince Walker. He thought he had stripped that ball clean from Tyler Jenkins, but what does a player not think he stripped the ball clean? As we've got Tyler Jenkins now going to the line for a 1-and-1. Oh, excuse me, for 2 shots. That was the 10th foul of the half. So Tyler Jenkins, the 59% free throw shooter for Bellarmine, is going to go to the line. He knocks down the first one and pushes the lead back to 5. 55-50 now the score. Both teams already in the bonus at least. And after one more foul, the Knights have 8 fouls and the Prairie Stars have 10. Another free throw there knocked down by Jenkins. He's 4 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. 6-point lead for the Knights. Shooting this fadeaway 3 was Walker. He couldn't get it to fall. Rush shot there for the Prairie Stars as Penn controls the ball at the top of the key. He's going to turn around and give it to Fleming. Now working the ball down low to Alex Cook. He draws the double team, swings out to Penn, now to Jenkins on the right wing. Penn finds Cook in the corner. He's going to take the 3, and he can't get it to fall. No good. Rebound pulled in by the Prairie Stars and Sutan. He's going to bring it across the timeline and swings it to Harper. Harper now low to Stallworth. He's going to drive in, put one up from 12 feet, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Alex Cook, but he was also fouled as he was going up for it, and he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Alex Cook now with a chance to make it an 8-point lead. A very back-and-forth second half. UIS pulled this game to within 4, but now it's actually Adam Eberhard that's going to go to the line with a chance to make it an 8-point lead. Not the best of nights from the free throw line for Eberhard, only 3 for 5, but he's got 2 shots here as he knocks down the first. And that gives him 14 points on the night. Alex Cook comes off as Eberhard knocks down the second free throw.
Those free throws are very crucial for Bellarmine as it just gave them now an 8-point lead. They've made 24 out of 28, so great stuff from the free throw line.
Gaunce now on the right wing, working the ball around, gives it up to Harper, and now over to Walker. Prairie Stars work the ball back to the top of the key, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Gaunce Leaves it for Harper. He fakes a shot, gives it to Stallworth. He's going to put up the three, can't get the fall, barely hits rim, and now Jenkins is going to come in transition. Decides instead of making move inside, he's going to pull it back out, and now it's Wire on the left block. Wire comes to the double team from Gauntz. He has to swing it out to Jenkins, who almost loses control, but is able to pull it in. And now he's going to swing it back out. Wire makes a nice play to collect that pass, and he gets the 15-footer to fall. Ben Wire with another bucket for the Knights. He's now at 20 points. This is his season high. He had 19 at Southern Indiana. Tonight he has 20 as Tyler Jenkins is going to get called for a hand check foul. Big call there, as now UIS has a chance to keep this lead back and get this lead back in single digits. This will be the last one-and-one opportunity of this entire night for either team. And it's going to come for Vince Walker. That's the fourth foul there on Tyler Jenkins. He's going to come to the bench and take a seat for at least a few minutes.
UIS has been scoreless for about 2 minutes here, Gabe, and they're looking to come back here as it's a 10-point lead for the Knights.
Walker can't knock down that first free throw. That's his first miss of the night as Wire pulls from deep, can't get it to fall, and the rebound is pulled in by Walker. Vince Walker has 7 points tonight off from the free throw line. He's 7 of 8. Stallworth now on the left wing. Kicks it back to Walker, now Stallworth on the left side. Thought about the shot, didn't have it there. And now Gauntz is going to pull from three. He knocks it down. Gauntz with a big shot for UIS. That's his first field goal of the night, gives him 5 points. As Fleming is going to get called for an offensive foul here, a push-off. And we're going to have a media timeout here. That was it's a tough call to go on CJ Fleming there, but we're going to have a quick update from Roger back in the studio. We'll be back here in 40 seconds. Take it away, Roger. Welcome back to Knights Hall. Thank you, Robert. I'm sorry, I've done a lot of work to get ready for this broadcast, but the one thing I keep forgetting is our board op's name. I've forgotten your name, Patrick. It's been a rough night so far. I've done pretty well remembering the names of the players, but I just can't remember the guys alongside me.
It's just the first broadcast heebie-jeebies.
There we
just
go.
Get you like that.
We'll chalk it up to that, and I'll try to do better next time. Patrick and Robert, not Roger. We want to give a big thanks to him back in the studio, pressing the buttons tonight, giving us some updates. And Lewis does lead UMSL by 11 in the second half. And UIS has a chance to cut this lead to 5 here with the basket. Gauntz is going to bring it across the timeline as Chitty applies his normal full court pressure. Suten now on the right wing, gives to Stallworth, back to Gauntz on the left. UIS working around out Stallworth on the right wing after the skip pass. Back around to Gauntz, double team comes there. And now good pass inside and back around was coming with Sutan, who gave it to Gauntz, couldn't make the three. And that was a good opportunity there. Good ball movement from the Prairie Stars, but they couldn't get the shot to fall. 7-point game. UIS definitely still in this one. Nice passing there from Eberhard to Penn. Touch pass from Eberhard. He saw Dylan Penn making the cut behind him. Great assist there as Dylan Penn gets 2 more. That gives him 10. And he's approaching his season high. He had 13 against Quincy. He's got 10 tonight. 62-53 is the score. Knights lead by 9 now. 6:22 left in the second half as Walker lets this one fly. No good, pulled down by Stallworth. And now Allen's going to put up another 3. He knocks it down, and it's a 6-point game. Peyton Allen knocks it down. That's his second 3 of the night. He's got 12. The Texas A&M transfer averaged around 4.3 points last year. We got an offensive foul on Parker Chitty, and I believe that's going to be his fourth. I wasn't sure if it was fourth or his fifth, but he's only got one more. He's got to be playing clean defense now, as it looks like coaching staff trying to decide if CJ Fleming's going to check into the game or not. They decide no. 62-56, 5:55. UIS has a chance once again to cut this lead to 4. Sutan kicks it across. That's Allen. Allen now to Gaunce on the left. Back to Allen. He's going to drive in. And taking what was a charge there was Dylan Penn. Great job by him stepping in front of Peyton Allen, taking that charge. And that is Peyton Allen's 5th foul. That is a big loss for the Prairie Stars. Their Texas A&M man, who had 12 points tonight. He had just hit a big 3 about 30 seconds ago, is now out of the game, picking up the offensive foul.
Also would like to bring up the Bellarmine last year beat UIS 79-54, and if you look at the scoreboard now, it's a lot closer than what it was last year. So UIS is really stepping up with some of their new players this year and really showing them what they're capable of playing here in Knights Hall.
Jenkins gives this one at the elbow to Eberhard. And no one's there except Jenkins did accidentally run into the path of the ball, but he can't collect it. Now Sutan's going to jump on it. He brings it across the timeline, chance to make it a 4-point lead. Drives inside. That looked like a travel, no call, as Walker's going to shoot a 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Alex Cook. Being double teamed there, gets out to Jenkins, and now the Knights are going to bring it across the timeline. Walker caught gambling as Penn's going to move inside, draw a blocking foul on Andre Williams. And now Penn's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Second foul on Andre Williams there.
Also, UIS losing a crucial player. Allen fouled out, and he put up 12 points for UIS and hitting 2 3-pointers, kind of tying that team together in the shooting. So,
Penn knocks down
critical player to lose for UIS.
Penn knocks down his first free throw. He's 5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. Normally a 48.5% free throw shooter, but he's so far been perfect. Knocks that one down as well, 6 for 6. He's got 12 points, one more, and he ties his season high. He stepped up big for the Knights tonight, playing a very solid game from him. Prairie Stars bring it across the timeline. With the ball there is Cole Harper. Now leaves it for Williams. Sends it out to Sutan. Sutan takes a 3. He can't get it to fall. Bouncing around the rim, and Alex Cook's going to come down with a rebound. 8-point lead. The Knights are trying to extend right here. Jenkins leaves for Wire. He's going to make a move inside. Leaves to Eberhard on the left wing. Eberhard makes a move inside. Floats in the air and knocks this shot down. Another 2 for the Bellarmine Knights.
Eberhard really stepping up there and showing what he's really made of coming back from that injury as he kind of maneuvered through there in the paint, kind of drifting that ball. And now it's a 10-point lead for the Knights.
We've got a timeout called by UIS. It's going to be a full timeout here for the Prairie Stars, down 10. Coach Walker knew that he needs to settle this team down. They're down 10 points, 4.5 minutes left. They've got a chance to win this game if they can play a good last 4.5. It's going to be tough, obviously. It's a tough environment to play in here at Knights Hall. This is a place, Knights won 67 straight games for a while there. It had been 3 or 4 years since they lost in this building, and they finally lost that streak a couple weeks ago. But they're back here. They're back in their home, on their home court. They lost 3 games in a row. The Knights were hungry. They've come out tonight. They played a really good game.
Right, I agree, Gabe. Now tell me, what do you think UIS could do a little bit better to kind of attack that basket? Because it's a 10-point lead right now, and that's not a very comfortable place for them. They obviously want to get it down to a little bit tighter gap. So what do you think they could be doing differently?
I think the one thing that we're going to need to see from UIS is when they've gotten this game close, around 4 or 5 points, which they've done a few times, they've gone into their offensive sets and they've rushed shots. That's one of the things that I think we need, that Coach Walker's going to be telling them, hey, guys, once we get this ball and once we get this lead close, we can't be forcing shots up. We've seen a few very quick threes be taken on the other side of the floor for the Prairie Stars so far in this game, and they need to just be taking these smarter shots. When they've worked that ball around, they've worked some good shots. They haven't fallen these last couple minutes for them, but that's going to be key for them. What do you see from the Knights?
Yeah, Gabe, I agree about UIS, but the Knights, I think, honestly, at this point, they just need to stay in that comfortable 10-point range. They get a little bit nervous when UIS closes in on them, so I think playing their game, playing in the paint and taking their time and keeping this 10-point lead is what the Knights really need to do in this situation.
Williams is going to bring this ball across the timeline, trying to get the lead back to single digits for the Prairie Stars. Controlling on the right wing is Harper. Drives in, swings to Williams. Now Williams into the corner. Shot forced up by Vince Walker, but he knocks it down. Really tough shot there for Walker, but he gets it to fall. That's his first field goal of the night. Puts him into double digits, though he has 7 free throws. 7-point lead now. We just talked about UIS not rushing shots. They forced one up there, but it goes in. I guess what do I know at that point?
Yeah.
66-59 is the score. Wire sends it to Jenkins in the left corner. Jenkins looks inside, finds Kobe Penny. Kobe Penny, great pass to Alex Cook. Really nice job by Penny there.
That was through three defenders right there. Alex Cook stepping up and attacking the basket, exactly what they needed here.
Dylan Penn found a great passing angle there and got it to Alex Cook. Now it's trying to force up the shot and tipping it out of bounds was Vince Walker. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Maybe he was trying to draw a foul on the three-point shot, but it just wasn't there. As we've got another timeout now on the floor. 3:22 left in this second half. The Knights closing in on their 19th win of the year, and they're trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. They lost their 67-game home winning streak here. They're getting some help in the GLVC tonight. The University of Indianapolis going down to Maryville, a team. I think that was the game that people were looking at as could have been a very easy win for Indy. Senior Knights are at home against a team that's, I think, 3-7 in the conference going into tonight, and they just couldn't get it done. They lose by 10 after an atrocious shooting first half from the Greyhounds. Now, as we come down towards the end of this game here, 3:22 left in this second half, what do you think these coaches are telling to their teams in the huddle?
Well, I think on UIS, I think they really want them to apply some pressure because they are rushing a lot of their shots. When they're getting the ball, they're just throwing it up and hoping for a rebound or that it's going to go in. I think they need to take their time. They still have under 3.5 minutes left. If they utilize their shooting, they have some really great shooters that can pull some great shots off. So I think if they take their time, slow down, and rethink their positioning, I really think they could come back and put this game to where it was before. It was like a 4-point game earlier. What do you think the Knights need to do differently, Gabe?
I think we're going to see them definitely slow this game down a lot. I think they're going to be working that shot clock and be working the ball around, making sure they get a good shot. Obviously, if they're wide open, they're going to take it whenever they can. But with this 9-point lead, they know if they just play good defense for these last 3.5 minutes, they should walk out of here with a win. As now we're back in, they're going to get a double on Adam Eberhardt. We got a zone coming now, a zone look from UIS. Wire's now going to launch from 3. He knocks it down, and it's a 12-point lead. Ben Wire with a huge shot there, and he has 23 points on the night. Williams kicks this one out to Suta, and he makes a move inside. Thinks about the shot, but kicks it to Harper. Instead, he can't get the 3 to fall. Rebound pulled down by Harper again. He chased that shot. The ball was bouncing around. It was saved by Wire, but right to Harper. Harper sends this one out to Stallworth. He can't get the shot to fall. And now this rebound is pulled down by Cook. He leaves for Jenkins. 2.5 minutes left. Bellarmine looking like they should walk out of here with a win. 71-59. Still a lot of time left, but you got to think they like the position that they're in.
Oh, absolutely. That three-pointer definitely put them in a good position. Wire is definitely stepping up as a leader. He's made 50% of his three-pointers tonight.
Wire now controls the ball on the right wing, sends it to Alex Cook at the top of the key. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Wire tried to get this pass out to Jenkins. It was intercepted by Stutan. Long arms on him as now Williams is going to come in. This is going to be a blocking foul on Dylan Penn. And I couldn't tell if his feet were moving or if he was in the restricted area, but we've got 2 shots now coming up for Andre Williams. That was the guy we expected to step up a little more tonight. He only had 3 points at the half, and now he's got a chance and scored nothing this half. That free throw is his first. He knocks it down at 71-60. 11-point game, 2 minutes left. Knights are closing in on their 19th win of the year. Second free throw coming from Williams. He knocks it down, and it's a 10-point game.
Again, a very familiar 10-point lead for the Knights. It's a comfortable spot for them to be, and UIS just needs to close in here and make this deficit a lot smaller.
CJ Fleming is going to check in for Dylan Penn, who's had a fantastic game tonight. 12 points for him, nearly matching his season high of 13, which he had at Quincy earlier this year, or against Quincy here in Knights Hall earlier this year. Jenkins now skip pass to Cook. He's inside, swings it to Wire on the left corner. Wire thinks about the shot, sends it to Jenkins. He shot fakes and now gives it to Eberhard, who passes to Fleming. Now the top of the key, 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Knights lead by 10. Fleming sends this one to Eberhard. He has it on the left side. Now down to Alex Cook. Great receiver, the pass there as Wire's going to launch a three at the end of the shot clock. It doesn't fall. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Eberhard. See, this bench thought Wire and knocked that one down. It looked pretty good from our angle. He just couldn't get it to fall.
Absolutely, Gabe. And now slowly approaching a minute and a half. Bellarmine did a good job there of slowing the time down. They just want to take their time and keep this 10-point lead. Try to run the clock down as much as they can.
Almost a four-guard look if you count Alex Cook as a guard right now for the Knights. They've got CJ Fleming, Dylan Penn, Alex Cook, Tyler Jenkins, and Adam Eberhard out there as they pull off Wire. Minute and a half. Coach Davenport going with a small and quick lineup. Controlling the ball now is Walker. Swings to the top. It's Harper. He makes a move onto the inside. Could have taken an easy layup, but decides to swing it back out. Now it's Amaya, who launches the three and misses. The Knights control. And it's CJ Fleming bringing it across the timeline. Walker, Coach Bill Walker's not telling his team to foul down 10 with only a minute left. Knights can run off another 17 seconds before they have to take a shot.
1 minute remaining.
Fleming controls. Now over to Jenkins. Jenkins makes a move inside. Almost traveled there, but he gets the ball out to Fleming at the top of the key. Penn almost just thinks about the step back, but sends it to Alex Cook, who has his shot tipped, and now we have a shot clock violation. But only 45 seconds left. Unless something crazy happens here, UIS is going to walk out of here with their 12th straight loss to these Bellarmine Knights. They still have not ever beaten Bellarmine.
Not to mention the 5th of the season. If they do lose tonight, that could kind of detrimental. Yeah.
A loss tonight pushes their record to 13-11, 6-8 in the GLVC as they're working the ball around. Now at the top of the key, it's Amaya. Drives inside on Fleming. Takes a shot, knocks it down. 10-point game, 28 seconds left. Dylan Penn leaves it for Fleming. And now he's going to bring it across the timeline. And we have a foul on Logan Gauntz. 22 seconds left. If the Knights can hit even 1 or 2 free throws coming down the stretch, this game's going to be over. That's if UIS even decides to foul anymore.
Now, Gabe, tell me if Bellarmine walks away with this win tonight, do you think this is the comeback for the Knights after their three losing streak?
I think this was the game that they needed. It's a hard-fought victory that they knew they could get. This is a team that they were better than, as Zach Steinberg checking in at that last dead ball was Chidi Ngwe for the first time tonight. But I think this is a game for the Knights that it was very important that they were able to walk away with a win, as Fleming knocks down both free throws. Those are his only 2 points of the night with 20 seconds left. Gauntz brings it across the timeline, and he puts up a left-handed layup that's going to go in. 8-point game, 15 seconds left. And Illinois Springfield is not going to foul. They're going to let this clock run out, and the Knights are going to win 73-65. Big win for Bellarmine. They start what could be another home winning streak tonight. They lost their last game here in Knights Hall against Southern Indiana, but they win here tonight against Illinois Springfield. 73-65 is the final score. Now, if you're looking at a player of the game here tonight, Patrick, who are you looking at?
I'm looking at Ben Wire. He stepped up. He definitely showed the leadership that the Knights needed after coming off 3 straight losses. So Ben Wire stepping up. He made about 4
threes for Ben Wire.
3-pointers. He made about 5 3-pointers. Really taking his team. He put up over 23 points. So great stuff from Ben Wire, showing what the Knights are really capable of here tonight. Definitely give the MVP to him.
Yeah, he played a fantastic game. Really, he hit a big 3 coming down the end of the stretch to stretch that lead back to 10 with 2.5 minutes left there. You got to think that was the dagger of the game. He also started the game incredibly hot, going 3 of 4 on his first 4 3-pointers. Great game tonight from the Bellarmine Knights 73-65. Want to mention to you guys that we will be back here on the airwaves, at least I will. I'm not sure who my color guy is going to be, but we're going to be here for the Bellarmine women's game on Saturday against McKendree. That game tips off around 1:15. We'll be hopefully on the air a little before 1 o'clock. Thanks to our board op, Robert Hampton, back in the studio pressing all the buttons and making it sound good. Also updating us from Indianapolis today. A big loss for the Greyhounds there. But thank you all for listening to the first broadcast of Bellarmine Athletics on BU Radio. Patrick, it's been a pleasure with you. I hope you've enjoyed your first game just as much as I have.
Oh, it was absolutely great. I had a great time out here commentating on this wonderful game, and I look forward to broadcasting even more games with you, Gabe.
Final score, Bellarmine 73, Illinois Springfield 65. Thank you for listening to this broadcast of Bellarmine Athletics. For Patrick Lewis, I'm Gabe Smith. Have a great night. We will see you Saturday.